Who is it?
Hey, it's Sean, your editor. I'm gonna need off next weekend. Is that cool?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and what a spectacular backfire for hackers who have now tried to take my channel. I know I look a little sweaty. I wasn't just practicing my dance moves. I was removing snow from my driveway, so pardon that. But this is a great story, an epic win, and I want to share with all of you how these people work. My ask is that you help share this out on Twitter or Facebook or Reddit, and so that other creators can learn to look for the signs and can become aware of this particular group. There's a couple of big ones out there, but this is how it works. I get an email from Emily Mendez, by the way, ipmanagervpn@gmail.com. No, I don't care about giving out that email. I've reported it as being used in scams, and Google is looking into it. I assume they will be banned by Monday. Hello, my name is Emily, and I am a representative of VPN Company. What is it? What it is? It's a service for protecting personal data on computers. Ironic. We want to offer you cooperation on advertising our website with supposed payment of $700. If you are ready to cooperate, please respond to this message. Now, I don't answer my own emails anymore. I have an assistant that does that because of my day job and this part of the job. Look, his name is Blaze, former military, smart dude, handles my business and understands meme culture and internet culture and things like that. Good dude. And he works with me every day of the week. He helps manage sponsors, and he also manages stuff for my day job and stuff around the house that needs to be done so I can put out 4 or 5 videos a day. So he responds, Emily, thanks for reaching out. My name is Blaze, and I work with Jeremy on the Quartering. We could possibly fit you in February. However, the $700 is far too low for us to put an ad together. Our standard rates and single video integration is 30 to 60 seconds. We can offer better pricing if you're interested in purchasing several integrations. If you have any questions, let me know. Now, getting an email with broken English is not uncommon, especially with a lot of these mobile games and stuff like that reach out. They're companies. I work with more companies overseas than I do with people over here. Sure, Dollar Shave Club, Manscaped, Displate, which you see behind me now. These are all American companies, but you know, most companies that do the VPN stuff or any of the mobile games or anything, they're all coming from overseas. So the broken English is not necessarily a bad thing. Now, Blaze already knows. I've told him about this kind of thing. Said, hey, you know, this is what's going on with YouTube. He works on a different computer, which does have certain login information and access. I'm like, don't ever download anything. So he kind of knew. So they reply immediately. Well, I will send your conditions to management. During the day, I will send you an answer. Thanks for the answer. By the way, the overwhelming, in fact, none of the actual legitimate advertisers I've ever worked with has let off with a price. They never say, hey, we're paying this. Do you want to do a video? That right there should be a red flag, and it was. To which they immediately respond just minutes later, hello, the management has accepted and confirmed your conditions. We are ready to cooperate with you. To which Blaze responds, hello, that's great to hear. How many videos are you interested in? As I mentioned, February is the earliest we can get you into the channel. Feel free to send me a link to your site when you get a chance. Looking forward to working with you. This is all pretty common. They then reply in a different font. At the moment, one video will be enough, and in the future, we will agree and decide. We enter the market in 2 weeks, and we need partners to successfully promote our VPN product. You're required to make a review in the near future. All instructions and text will be provided. You will need to make a demo video and send it for approval. After the video is approved, we send you 50% of the cost. The next 50% is paid after the publication of the channel. That's not uncommon. Then they follow up minutes later. This document contains instructions for you. If you have any more questions, please contact us. So they send this. I just printed it out for ease of reading. I'm not going to read this whole thing because the English is just very poor, but this is what Blaze printed it off and said to me, Jeremy, I don't know about these guys. I think that's kind of sus. And I thought I had remembered this name before. Now, this is the first I'm hearing of it. IP Waltez VPN. And then I notice, wait a minute, they're emailing from a Gmail account. That's extraordinarily rare. Every single, whether it's Forge and Foster or Neat Snacks, anybody who actually emails me is from one of two places. Either an agency, like Hype Factory or something like that. These are companies that do this for a living, or the actual brand. So it came from a Gmail account, which was sus. Now, it says, if you are reading this, you are ready to make an advertisement for us. In order for us to understand each other better, let me tell you about the company that represents this product. Our company is IP Waltez, has developed a VPN program. What are our advantages over other companies? They go on through that. It's ironic, right? Now they talk about, finally, with this unique program, users can protect their devices from various interferences at network level. When using a router configured with IP Waltez, every device connected to the internet through our router is encrypted. Thus, if any third parties try to send someone's consoles and speakers against its owner, they will not be able to access her or his data. Guard every gadget you have with IP Waltez and SugarSync. Below that it says, the program review should be at least 20 seconds. By the way, no VPN service has ever asked me to review their software. During this time, it's necessary to show. Download the program from the client site, https ipwaltez.com, and run it. Right there, I knew something was wrong. Because I've worked with, who have I worked with? Surfshark, NordVPN, TotalAV, I think in the past. None of these have said, hey, tell your people to go download this program. Show the best aspects of the program, show the range of countries in which you can connect, then make a brief conclusion. If you like the client, we recommend it to the subscribers. Again, very poor English. So then I go to Twitter. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is a scam. I look up the company. They have absolutely no web presence. I look up the domain owner. It looks like it's over in Russia, which isn't that crazy. So I put out a call on Twitter saying, hey, is someone who knows about viruses and spyware willing to test the link for me? I don't have any computers in the house that are, quote, clean, meaning I've logged into my YouTube on everything here. I can't risk it. Then one user, Haru, says, do not download the software unless you know what you're doing. This is a blatant piece of spyware. He says, I'm downloading it to analyze it now, but there's no option to pay for anything, which is curious, right? All the links simply prompt a download from here. Downloadnature.ru. This is 100% malware. They go on. H_man says, I got home, smoked a big one. Nice. And I'm working on extracting that installer to have a closer look. I'll let you know the next 2 hours what I find. They continue. So interesting, this file is not an archive. It contains mostly padding and code. The code is obfuscated, and there's 1,740 bytes binary image embedded in it, along with a few interestingly located and looking strings. And then he lists them. I don't really know what any of that means. It's C++, appears to be in another language, and some of the strings are in code speak. There are also English words throughout, and a lot of spelling errors, like fodder files. Important to note that these are not comments. They are actual strings used in the code. So we already know. They're like trying to make it look real, but it's junk. Then we see Ace McCrank saying, Waltez is already a well-known site that will hijack your YouTube channel. Do not go there, please. And also, how big is the file supposed to be? I'm up to 120 megabytes and downloading so gosh darn slow. 400 megabytes and still going. Not sure if it's downloading. In the meantime, I did some digging on the website itself. Hosted in Russia, no tech content, or legit company listed in the Whois record. Same server hosts a bunch of other shady sites like 333650.com and other things. So we now know for sure that this is spyware. When you look at their, try to look up on Google, not a single article written about them. And so Blaze knows. I always say, hey, look, I get 20, 30 people emailing me every week. You need to look them up, see if they're legit, see if there's any reviews out there, see if there's any controversy out there that we don't want to be a part of. This is all part of his daily job. So by the time something comes across my desk, he's already done a lot of this research. So now that I've figured out that it's spyware, it's time to set the trap. So I reply now. I've taken over. Oh, actually, this is still Blaze. Emily, thanks for sending that over. Is there a contract you need us to sign? Also, will you require an invoice? If so, let me know if you want an invoice or 2 separate invoices for the separate payments. And then they never reply. So in their mind, I've already downloaded their spyware. They should be selling off my channel on the black market and uploading cryptocurrency scams as we speak. So then I take over here and I write, Emily, everything looks good. If you can send payment to my PayPal, I can run the ad ASAP. Now I'm just trying to get him to send me money. To which Emily replies, you are required to make a review in the near future. All instructions and text will be provided. You will just need to make a demo vid and send it for approval. After the video is approved, we will send you 50% of the cost. The next 50% will be paid after publication on your channel. Please read more carefully. Of course, there really is no software to install, right? There's no program to review. It's all a scam to get you to steal your channel. Look, I know very deeply that, or I very well, how many people, I've had probably 50 people email me when they get their channel stolen, because the reason this is particularly egregious to me is when you start YouTubing, the idea to, make money off it is most people's distant second, third, or fourth reason to do it. When somebody emails you and says, I'm going to pay you $700 just to talk about this, that's a ton of money. And with everything going on with Kappa and the apocalypse, it's not uncommon. I think people would be very, very enticed to take this money. Now, at this point, I'm just playing. I reply, I have it and installing now. In order for me to do the video for my 650,000 subscribers, I need some payment up front to shoot the ad. This is how I do things, which is true. Unless it's a big company, I take some money up front to shoot the ad, simply because I've been burned before where I shoot the ad and then the company just folds or they disappear or they ghost me, and now I've wasted my time. So I just learned over the years to demand a little bit of money up front to make sure they're legit. No reply. Keep in mind that Emily Mendez, of course, IP manager VPN at gmail.com, had been replying instantaneously up until this point. I followed up again yesterday. I wanted to follow up one more time to get things going. Are you available to chat on the phone? They have since blocked me. They probably don't want me to make this video, which is why it's super important that hopefully out there, you all are working to share this video. There's a little share button underneath the video. If you click that, it'll let you share it to Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, whatever you use. I want all of my fellow YouTubers to know about this company, IP Waltez. I want all my fellow YouTubers to know how these companies operate. They'll often offer you money up front. They will, offer you, they will agree to almost any number just to get you to download. Like the number we pitched back to them was significantly higher than the 700, and they just auto accepted it because they just wanted me to download their malware so they could get my channel. What happens is, once you click this link, it will look for open sessions on your computer, which will also allow it to get around two-factor authentication, and it will transfer ownership, or will begin a process then where people will transfer ownership of your site. We've seen this with Isha Gaming. We've seen it with Marco Style. We've seen this with a wide variety of other YouTubers. Another YouTuber I'm working on helping with, which looks like my insider at Google is helping them. And it's always the same thing. Before you know it, they have your channel. And what happens is you click the link and you download it and you're like, this is junk. Move on with your life. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, they're stealing your channel, changing where your AdSense payment is making. This alone, the fact that this can get fixed is already a huge inconvenience. But then what will happen is they start either spamming your channel with thousands of videos, which is what we saw them do to Isha Gaming, or they'll stream some sort of cryptocurrency scam to your channel, which we saw with Marco Style and many others. They use this, and then they'll use and abuse your channel, and then sell it on the black market, which is what happened to Marco Style. Now, in every case thus far, people have been able to get their channels back, but I wanted, and I thought it was very important to show you guys that this is how they work, and for people to spread the message, because right now I'm launching some bit of a, how do I say, ops to figure out who hosts this website, and if we can't get them reported somehow, some way, I don't know. The outlook is bleak. I think the best thing we can do is to share this information and spread it around everywhere. I hope everyone enjoyed this journey. Make sure to share this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.